Hey, I want to talk about something important today. Addiction. It's a topic that affects so many people, and yet it's often something we don't openly discuss. Whether it's substances, vaping, porn, or other forms of escape, addiction can take hold of anyone, no matter who you are or where you come from. The sneakiness of addiction. Addiction doesn't announce itself. It doesn't come with a warning. It starts off small, almost unnoticeable. A little hit here, a quick video there, or maybe just a moment of relief from stress. At first, it feels like no big deal. It's just one more time, we tell ourselves, and we think we're in control. But addiction doesn't need to make a loud entrance. It's sneaky. It quietly weaves its way into your life until one day you realize it's taking more from you than you ever intended to give. Maybe you've noticed it in your own life or in the life of someone you care about. The way we fall into these habits that start as just one more thing and eventually turn into something much bigger. It's not something anyone plans for. It's not something we choose. It just happens, one decision at a time. The struggle. And that's where the struggle begins. At first, it's easy to dismiss. We tell ourselves, I can quit whenever I want. We convince ourselves that it's not a problem. But eventually, it becomes clear that we're not in control anymore. We're stuck in this cycle, and no matter how hard we try to break free, we keep coming back to it. For many, it's a battle that plays out in isolation. You start to feel like you're the only one going through it. It's easy to hide behind the idea that no one understands, and that keeps you trapped in silence. But here's the thing. You're not alone. So many people are fighting similar battles, maybe in different ways, maybe with different addictions, but the pain of feeling stuck, of feeling like you can't escape, is something shared by so many. The turning point. At some point, though, something changes. For some people, it's a wake-up call. Maybe it's a moment of clarity where you realize how much time you've wasted, how much of your life you've put on hold for something that doesn't actually make you happy. Maybe it's when you see the impact on your relationships or the way it's affecting your health, your energy, your mood. Maybe it's when you just feel completely drained, like you're existing rather than living. Whatever that turning point is for you, it's often a mix of fear and relief. You realize that you can change, but that change is hard. It's terrifying because it means confronting all the reasons you turned to that addiction in the first place. It means facing the emotions you've been running from, and it means doing the hard work of rebuilding your life step by step. The path to change. Change isn't easy. It's messy, it's uncomfortable, and it's not linear. There will be days where you feel like you've taken a giant step forward, only to fall back. But the key is to keep going. You have to start somewhere, even if that means just taking one small step. Maybe it's a decision to not vape for an hour, or to take a walk when you usually turn to your phone. Maybe it's finding new ways to fill your time, like reading, journaling, or reaching out to someone you trust. It's about progress, not perfection. The little things add up, and little by little, the grip that addiction has on you starts to loosen. It's not easy, but each step you take is a victory, no matter how small it may seem. Forgiveness and compassion. One of the hardest parts of this journey is forgiving yourself. We can be our own harshest critics. We look back on the time we've wasted, the relationships we've damaged, and the people we've hurt, and we feel guilty. But here's something important. Addiction doesn't define you. It's something you went through, but it's not who you are. It doesn't erase your worth or your potential. And in order to move forward, you have to start by forgiving yourself. You have to show yourself the same kindness you would show to anyone else struggling through a tough time. Hope for the future. Today, you may feel stuck, but you are not powerless. There is always hope. It may take time, and it may take more effort than you ever imagined, but you can change. You can take back your life. It starts with making the choice to believe that things can get better and taking one small step at a time. Remember, you are not alone in this. There are so many people going through the same battles, and it's okay to reach out for help. You don't have to do this by yourself. And most importantly, you deserve to live a life that is free from the weight of addiction. You deserve to feel alive, to feel present, and to experience everything life has to offer. So, if you're listening to this and you're struggling, I want you to know you're not broken. You're not stuck forever. Change is possible, and it's worth it. It won't be easy, but it will be worth it. You're stronger than you think. Start small, be kind to yourself, and keep moving forward. You've got this. Now, if you've come this far, I want to thank you so much for your patience and your support. Please keep supporting me by liking, subscribing, and turning on the notifications. And as always, see you next time. Take care.